All right, it is that time. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm here. I hope that you guys are ready for part two of our session. Let me fix my collar back here because it's ruffled up a little bit. And just want to say thank you for those that were able to share this information. What's going on with my collar? Pop my collar. Let me pop my collar. Hold on. Pop my collar. Boom. There we go. All right. For those that were able to share this to their friends' timeline or maybe invite someone, I want to say thank you. I know that there were two people for sure that I definitely sent it out to because they were the two people that won the $50, and I split it because instead of giving 50 to one person, I split it for two people, which was $25. So again, how you doing? My name is Dwayne Ross, DwayneRoss.com. You can get a 30-minute consultation free. I am a dream coach. I teach people through my book, No More Crumbs from the Table, how to make sure that you discover your tag, your talent, your ability, your gift, and put it to work in the earth. And part of that is being able to understand your dream, your vision, and your ideas. And how do we take those ideas to market? So the last class that we had, or yesterday, we actually talked about taking it to market. We said, okay, so how do you market? All right. And I gave you a lot of information. I hope you have your pen and pad together ready today because I have some more quality information to give you because now we're going to do the second part of that equation because you have marketing and promotions. And promotion is this. Here's the simplest way to think about promotions. How can I get my product, whatever it is, my product, whatever it is, okay, in front of the eyes of that person who could make a purchase decision. And so that's all I need to do. If I can get it in front of them, then I let the sales copy, which we talked about yesterday, the marketing piece, what it looks like, the standard brands, the branding and things of that nature, all of that's part of the marketing. And the words that would be used. Now that's going to make a difference. And that makes the person educated enough. So if you educate and engage them, right? You first get them to be in front of you, and then you have to educate them and engage them as to why your product is the best product, right? And so some people, they bombard people with all kind of advertisement. And that's one way that you can market stuff. You can just promote it, and just put it in front, put it in front, and put it in front. It's kind of like when you watch TV, sometimes you see the same commercial over and over and over and over. They put a huge budget behind it. And they know that there's a technology that actually supports this, and there's a psychology that actually goes along with it. The technology is you can use internet, you can use television, you can use data-driven digital products, digital information. And what they do is they say, okay, we're going to take advantage of this idea that a person needs to see something, a product or service, before they engage it. They usually have to see it at least 7 to 10 times. Now, if they have a pain point about that particular thing, let's say, they just cut their hand and they need a Band-Aid. If they haven't understood branding from the fact of I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid stuck on me, if they haven't heard that, then what happens is they say, okay, what Band-Aid should I get? And what's the first thing they do? They say, I need a Band-Aid. They're going to look for it. They're going to Google it. Or they're going to ask a friend. They're going to ask someone. So they're going to get a referral. So today, after I go through these promotions, this promotion information, we're going to move right into affiliates. Now, affiliate marketing is definitely the best way for someone who doesn't have a product but has an idea of a passion about something. Let's say that you have a passion for dogs. You love dogs, all kinds of dogs, big dogs, little dogs, ferocious dogs, real kind dogs, cuddly dogs, puffy dogs, whatever. Well, there is a huge market of people out there who have dogs, right? And all you're going to do is you're going to select a product from a corporation or a company like Walmart, Target, or some other name off brand. It could be just Shopify, shopping brands. You're going to find a product that matches the need or the desire or solves a problem for that customer. So let's say you decide I want to deal with dogs, right? Now that's a broad situation. Then we're going to say what kind of dogs? Small dogs. All right. And that brings it in a little closer. Then we're going to say house dogs. And then we're going to bring it in a little closer. And then we're going to say fit in your purse dogs. And it's going to come down to here. And now that's your niche market. We talked about niches. And I talked to you about this idea that people put out there called the riches are in the niches, right? You're not trying to serve everybody. You're just trying to serve a few people. And when you focus in on a few people, the demand gets big enough to meet the demand of a larger audience. All right. So this is day 2. This is the second part. We're going to wrap this up at 8 o'clock. So I have a lot to share with you. Like I said, I hope that you have your pen and pad. I'm going to grab mine real quick because I had some notes here. I want to make sure that I don't forget while we're going through everything. All right. And let's take a look. Let's take a look at exactly what I have. Now, there is, I would like to make sure that we have the chat. If you have something to say, of course, then you can go ahead and put it in the chat. Now, when you do that, you can also private chat directly to me, or you can chat to everybody. So I'm going to just say hi, so you see where the chat is, and I'm going to send the chat out. Okay, and now I'm privately chatting with whoever's here, and you should see some kind of message there, hopefully. If not, we'll work on that later, because I'm not going to be using the chat box except to ask you questions. And so if you see the chat box, just go ahead and put your answers in the chat. So if you're ready to go, put a G in the chat. If you're ready to go, put a G in the chat, or G-O, let's say go. All right, so I'm going to put a G and an O in the chat, because again, I said I would do this whether I had one person show up or nobody show up, because this is the first time nobody, unless they've been really following everything and they looked at the information from this morning, then of course they would follow it. But hey, we're going for the ride no matter what, because afterwards I'm actually posting it. Now in the future, I won't do that. It'll be like live, people will be paying for it, and unfortunately they'll have to pay in order to play. So this right here has been information that is free. All right. Now, the deep dive of it, that's going to cost a little bit more, of course, because I'm building something, right? Over these 31 days of positivity, I'm also building content for a course that I'm developing for the future. And so I'm doing about simultaneously, I'm building something. And this is going to be something that becomes another product for me. All right. So I just want to kind of say, hey, what's going on? I think there's a lot going on here for Facebook. And so I'm going to, I want to put that on right there so I can see that there's people here. So thank you, everybody. Hope you guys are here. I'm going to push some buttons there just to let you know. All right. So I'm going to share my screen and let's go for a ride. All right. So what I want to share with you, again, is this idea of promoting. All right. And so when we go here, again, let me make sure I go to the right spaces here. I'm going to go again and share my screen. Let me stop sharing and let me go to the right place. Just want to make sure I do that. All right. So we're going to share the screen, and I got to go to, let's see, my application windows. Yes. And here is the information I want to share with you. So today, I'm going to go ahead and slideshow this right here. Start from the beginning. So here are 20 ways that you could promote your product or your service. Now, 20 ways for you to promote or get your service out there for your product or your service. And again, remember, you have people who want to do business with you. They want to support you. They want to help you. And so this is something that you'll be able to do with your product or service. And remember, you don't know who they are, right? And we said that we had to identify that by, if you want to know what John Smith buys, you want to get the story from John John Smith's eyes, right? You want to know what John Smith buys. You want to be in front of John Smith's eyes. You want to know what John Smith is talking about. Okay, so here we are. So there are proven strategies to market a product. One of the number one strategies is email marketing. Now, a lot of people think, oh man, email, you got all these kind of blasts going on, you got this happening and that happening. The reality is email marketing is still the number one way that people participate. I want you to think about the last time you had to let me see something here. I think something happened with the promotions. Okay, let me see. And you guys seeing me here? Are you guys seeing me? If you can put a yes in the chat, I just want to make sure. Okay, I think something happened with the live on Facebook. I'm not really sure. I just want to check that right quick. Anyway, I'm going to leave that alone and continue. So we're talking about John Smith, right? And so if you want to know what John Smith buys, you got to look through John Smith's eyes. And so email marketing, powerful. Every single thing that we buy or any service that we get it with the first thing they ask us for is our email address. All right. And what you're going to be doing is collecting information, collecting email addresses from people. And there's going to be a whole process on how that happens. All right. If you've gone to a website and they ask you to put in your email because they're going to give you something, that's a what's called an ethical bribe. And so you want to receive that. They give you something and in return they get your email address because you don't want to spam people. You don't want them in a situation where they feel that, hey, I'm getting spammed. That is against the FCC rules, and that could actually put you in a really bad place. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen. The next thing you see on there is press mentions. So press mentions are interesting because press mentions are just like somebody's telling a story and you get an opportunity to put your story wherever they are, right? And so I'm looking at this and it looks like for some reason the broadcast has stopped. I'm not sure why, but I can see it on my computer that it's still going. So I'm going to continue to go because it looks like it is still continue. So press mentions are this. You can have somebody write a story or write a blog, and they'll mention you in their story, in their blog, or mention your product in their blog. This is a really cool strategy for you to get your name in there and get your name out there when people don't know who you are. Source user-generated content. Again, you are the source, and then user-generated content, you're making sure that happens, okay? Really cool. This is source generated. I put out content. I put out 31 days of content, and in that is information about participating with me. Now, work with an influencer. There are people on the internet who have huge groups of other people in their network, right? And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be joining into their network. You're going to be participating with their network. You're going to be helping their network grow. And as an influencer, that's a very, very key place. They are already talking to someone about makeup, right? And then you contact them and say, hey, I have another product that's connected to what you're doing. And perhaps maybe there's a partnership, and you can generate a partnership. Work with the influencer. Now, create a featured video. This is really, really, really important because creating a featured video these days has become very, very easy. It's not like it used to be, okay? A lot of times people are, just doing videos here, videos there, but you can now get your own video done for almost half the price. Usually it's not even, it's hardly expensive at all anymore because they have all these types of apps that you can use to get your point across. And so you're going to put a featured video out. It's going to feature whatever it is. I did a 30-second commercial for one area, which was BET, and it showed during Black Girls Rock, national advertising was one way, and then you have what's called local advertising. I had a local advertisement because of the budget, and it was PG County and some parts of DC and some parts of Maryland, of Virginia, and it really was a nice little circle of people that actually got to see my ad, and I got analytics to show me how many people saw it, and they based it on eyeballs and how many screens, and I got a report that showed how many screens. I recently did something else that's on this list, and I'm going to share that with you. Another area is direct mail. Direct mail marketing. You get stuff in the mail. A lot of times people hate it, but at the same time, if they have a situation that they're dealing with and your information solves their problem, guess what they're going to do? They're going to want to participate with you. They're going to be like, oh, man, I'm looking for a new car. And then, boom, here comes a direct mailer that has the information about your car. So that just takes the cake for them. And they're like excited and they really want to do business. So think about, are you able to meet that person's need? And we talked about having a dog, right? And we niched it down to the little tiny dog. Well, that little tiny dog needs insurance. Maybe you can have an affiliate program, or you could be connected to an affiliate program or some type of dog insurance company, and you can actually market insurance to pets, specifically to small dogs. All right. Then you have trade shows and conventions. Right now, those are all shut down, but we have now started to see an advent, a new approach to trade shows online and conventions online. Actually, today I had a meeting because I'm a veteran, and we're doing vet hires, looking for military veterans who are at home who don't understand the other ways that they can actually participate in employment with the federal government. And we're looking for ways to maybe go online and actually have a virtual job fair. And I'm responsible for putting that together. So that's going to be a lot of fun, but it's also going to be meeting the need where people are right now, because people still got to get the work done, right? There's still things that has to be done. And some people don't have ability to connect. But trade shows and conventions, large groups of companies come and a large group of people show up. I was at a convention that had over 20,000 people in one day, all walking around, right? And that was just the beginning. By the end of it, they had over 120,000 people that were walking around, and they had expanded the hall all the way, the entire area, with thousands, hundreds, either it was 1,000. It was over 1,000 vendors at that particular convention. All right. Then you can do what's called pre-order promotions. Now, pre-order promotions are very slick because people don't know if you have the product in your hand or whatnot. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to create a pre-order, right? So you don't even have to have the product yet. You put out information, you market it, you make it slick, you get it in front of people, you take pictures of whatever it is that you have, you get it out there, and you wait. Then people will start ordering, and you don't even have the finished product yet. You still got to make it. You still got to go get it. You still got to bring it in. And then a lot of times now you have what's called fulfillment companies, where like Amazon, you're probably familiar with Amazon, right? Amazon has its own fulfillment. So you can actually have an Amazon store yourself. You can become an affiliate of Amazon as well. And then when somebody orders that product or service from Amazon, that product from Amazon, they fulfill it. You never have to touch the product. You don't have to do anything but get the customer in front. Promote, promote, promote. So however you do that, sign on the side of your car, email, which we talked about, something in the mail, direct response, direct mail, or some type of show. The next thing is leverage a loyalty program. A lot of times when people are loyal to a company, what they'll do is they say, thank you so much for being a valued customer. We're going to go ahead and give you something, right? So you can leverage that opportunity with other people. And this is a really cool way for you to set up people who really care about your business, right? Because it's based on loyalty. You did business with me, so buy 5, the 6th one is free. You've seen that, right? Buy 10, the 11th one is free. Buy 2, get 1 free. You know, buy 1, get 1 free. Those are loyalty promotions. Those are loyalty programs where they say, hey, and then they leverage that by, if you buy this, we'll give you that. So you can actually have more than one product. And I'm going to show you where you can do that with the affiliates. Okay. But look at this. Walmart, if you sell one thing in Walmart and then you access them to everything else, as soon as they buy something else from Walmart, you still get paid. And that's the beauty of a loyalty program. The next one is the customer audience with Facebook ads. Recently, I just did a test ad with Facebook to see what my open rate would be and how I can actually leverage Facebook advertising. Now, I'm not a master or by any means when it comes to Facebook advertising, but what I do know is that there's a demographic. I talked about that yesterday. The demographic is based on your avatar. I talked about that yesterday. Avatar is your customer. What's your best looking customer? So you got to get down to the details of that person. Who are they? What do they do? Where do they work? What kind of job do they have? How old are they? What's their income level? What's their education level? You're looking at their demographics. You're breaking it all the way down and saying, here's the type of person I want to see this. I want to see my ad. Facebook has algorithms that allows you to get really detailed in any state, even in your local area. I could actually just only go with a 10-mile radius of this location and put my ad out. And then what I wanted to do was kind of go California, New York, Texas, DC, Maryland, Virginia, and then of course I added a few other places like the Netherlands, Jamaica, and the UK. And then I did a study of that. And so I'm getting information. It closes tomorrow. And it's going to give me some analytics. I already looked in and I peeped in it, and I'll post the information after this is over tonight, so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. But that's custom audiences. You customize your audience. You just don't throw it out there for everybody. Remember I told you yesterday, some people will try to advertise to the world, and that's not the best way to get your customer. There are people that you can get right in their face, the people that really need what you have. Or you can advertise to people and get them to like you. And once they like you, they might want to do business with you. Because most people do business with something that they like or something that they see that they think is cool. All right. That's how it works. And you have the opportunity to do that. The next thing is tell your product story. We see this a lot on a lot of different shows, or on a lot of commercials. Commercials are really, really good at this. They'll tell the story, especially medicine ads. They'll say this person has psoriasis, they're having a hard time, and you'll see them go through the arc, right? Another one is, they're having trouble breathing because it's just too much pollen in the air. They'll tell you the story, but now they breathe right? The mucus commercial where the gentleman, he can't go to work. He's telling his little baby, I can't play with you today. That's a story. So sometimes you can tell a product story, and that helps promote that service or that business. And that's what happens when you go around people and you're sitting there and you're talking and they're talking and say, yeah, so what did you watch on Netflix? And you're like, oh man, Netflix, right? And there's 5 people in a circle, and Bob, he doesn't have Netflix. But he hears, man, I watched this really cool thing called Game of Thrones and blah, 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 blah. And he gets excited. He's like, man, that must be good. So he doesn't even tell you anything. But when he gets home, he looks on this little list and he sees Game of Thrones, Netflix. And what does he do? He purchases Netflix 30-day free trial. 30-day free trial. We'll give you 30 days free. If you like us, continue to do business with us. If you don't, thank you very much. Loyalty program in action. Person signs up. They're saying, cool, no problem. He watches his cool show. He tells you on Thursday or Monday, whenever you come back together, and he says, man, I watched that show and I liked it too. It was the bomb. Now, what happened? He advertised, he promoted. It was promoted to him through you. That was affiliate, basically. Because what you just did was you told him about a product or service. He wasn't even asking you. You just was talking, right? But it was an interest to him in the story. He took advantage of it. And now what didn't happen is you didn't get paid. In an affiliate position, you would get paid. You're going to get paid for that, what they call customer acquisition. We talked about that yesterday as well. Now, promote your products with Pinterest. There are a number of places. Pinterest is just one. There are so many places. YouTube, all kind of stuff. Facebook Marketplace. There's just Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and now TikTok, and all these other places. Okay, where you can now put your stuff there. But Pinterest is good because people do a lot of sharing. Oh man, they love sharing. And if you have a good marketing, your product looks really slick and looks pretty and things of that nature, people want to share it. Hey, look at this, look at this, look at this. And you might have something that gets shared. There's a book out by a lady by the name of Elle Luna. Elle Luna sold over 1 million books, not because she was just bright, beautiful thing that just knew everything. What happened is she did a presentation with a white paper. She posted it on a site and people loved it. It resonated with them about following the path of their dream. And then they told somebody and they shared somebody and they shared it with somebody. So she had over 1 million shares. And when she had over 1 million shares of that, that helped her sell her book. And when her book came out, boom, automatically bestseller. Okay. All because of people were sharing information like they do on Pinterest. The other thing is write guest posts. Now, I talked about guest posts before. Guest posts is you will contact someone who has a cool blog that's in your niche, or you'll contact someone who has a cool blog where your information will be a supplement to what they're doing. So let's say there's someone who has a weight loss, right? They have a weight loss, but you are a personal trainer. What you can do is you say, hey, you know what? I'd like to be a guest on your podcast or a guest in your post. And I would like to just share some information about this exercise that will be a supplement to your product. And they're like, oh, okay. So people are losing weight. They probably want to tone up. So yes, let's do something together. Or you create something and you put it on their page. And let me tell you, it might sound like that's difficult. But it's not. Hundreds and thousands of people are now on the internet looking at all kind of stuff and they want to consume it. They want more information and they're looking for good, concrete information. That's another thing. There are so many people playing on the internet that they don't know, like, who do I listen to? Which voice is the good voice? Because now it's just so many voices. So you can become the authority in that area, niche. And then how you present your information, promote, makes a difference in how you have your marketing set up. And next thing you know, you have a new customer. All right. So that's another way to do it. And then, of course, visual media. Mostly everything now is going towards visual media. All right. People will, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. A video is worth 10,000 words. Right. So, and in some cases, 100,000 words, because that visual, boom, captures their attention right off. So you want to look at eye-catching visual media. You don't want humdrum, old-looking, tired-looking media. You want to put something together that's kind of slick, kind of cool. Even today, I now have this live going out, and the reason why I picked it is because it interfaces with right now with Facebook, but I'm also live at the same time on YouTube. So somebody scrolling through YouTube will come across me right now in the live feed of all the lives that's going on out there. And I have not even yet begun to talk about promoting my own program. I've been studying it and getting some stuff together. And I just did the test first to see what my market's going to, bring back to me. So I'm working on that and I'm so excited. All right. So I hope this is being helpful for you. I hope you're writing down some notes. I can't see you, but I can definitely see the information is going forth. And so let's continue. Now, social posts to generate engagement. Now, engagement, that is a key word for you because, see, I don't want people to just scroll and stop and keep going. I want them to scroll, stop, and push the button. All right? Because when they push the button, that's a click. There are some places where you get paid just for the click. You don't even get paid if they buy. You get paid if they buy, but that's after the fact. They really going to pay you first for the click. And then if the click turns into a buy, that's even more money. So you're promoting for clicks. It's called pay-per-click advertising. okay? And you're putting it out there so people can click on it. And if they say, oh, they clicked on it, boom. Then there's times where they pay you for how long a person stays on and looks and reads or watches a video or whatever, all right? And then, of course, we have the acquisition, which is they have put their information in because you have acquired them into your funnel. You put them in your funnel or whatever. We talked about funnels yesterday. Well, funnel is basically just saying a lead, right? We're getting people into some kind of system so that at the end of it all, they become your customer, right? But sometimes they may not buy right away, but at least you have them in your system. So that's the acquisition, all right? So customer acquisition, they pay a lot for that. And when you get what's called generic traffic or organic traffic and people participate with you, that's even worth more to a company. And some people do this all day long. All they do is gather information from customers and then they sell their information database. Now, a lot of us hate that because then we get phone calls, we get all kind of robocalls, we got all kind of emails and all that kind of stuff. But just think about, has there ever been an email that you did open and it was exactly what you needed? And it was because your name was on some list somewhere? Most of us has had that happen. All right. So social posts to generate engagement, IG, Instagram, right? And then they have stuff like Hootsuite. Hootsuite, you can write that down, HOOTSUITE, Hootsuite. They have it where they can integrate some of the things that you do where you post once and it goes to everything at one time, which is awesome. My blog was set up that way where I post on my blog, it automatically goes to YouTube, it automatically goes to Twitter, and it automatically goes to LinkedIn, and it automatically goes to Facebook. Really cool thing. I only have to tell the story once, post it, it goes to everything. My last one here, I think I have 5 more. Create product inserts. So, you've seen it where you get a book, right? You get a book, and inside the book, there's like a little something in there, and that little something is called an insert. And then that insert allows you to get a discount, or it sends people to whatever. That's another way to get your product out there. You can actually create little small cards, postcards, right? Little visual postcards. And then you can contact an author who's written a book about a subject matter that's close to what you're talking about. And you can say, okay, you did a book on art. I'm an artist. Let me go ahead and put my paperwork, maybe a sample of my artwork with my email and my website name in there. Boom. And every time when you sell a book, pop my stuff in there, I'll share in your revenue and I'll share in the cost of getting a customer. So that's another way for you to do that. Of course, they actually have other things that you can do to insert your product information. All right. Now, use product recommendations. This is really hot on YouTube. So what people will do is they will get your product and they will do a product review on YouTube. And they would say, hey guys, I got 3 drinks here, and one I'm drinking coconut water, and I'll have another water. And then I would say, okay, I checked out the coconut water from FOCO, and here's the things that I want to tell you about it. And they tell all you stuff, and then they say, and this is here's the downside of it. Cocoa has a lot of pieces in there, and some of them could be kind of big. So that you got to be aware of when you drink cocoa, right? FOCO. So that could be a product review. That could be something where there's a recommendation, right? And then also sometimes in a scroll, you can write product recommendations and get your product put in the line of recommendations. You can find a company that already recommended certain things. Like let's say you have again, you're a photographer and they have recommended local photographers. Well, you can ask them, hey, how do I get on that list for your local photography? And then put your name in there. All right. Next thing, create gift guides. Really, really cool. Gift guides, they basically just talk about a number of different products, but your affiliate product or your product could be 1 or 2 or 5 of the pictures. Shopify does this really well because you can actually have your own Shopify store, right? And you have a gift section and you can have all the gifts from all different things that Shopify has. And then your stuff is product placement right there. So people will look through and they see your stuff and they go, oh man, that looks hot. I want to get that. All right. So create gift guides. Gift guides are very affordable. They're low cost. Remember we talked about value, low value to the customer, LVC. So that is some way to get information to a customer where it doesn't cost you a lot of money as the product owner or the service provider. All right. Okay. Sell more social proof. Sell more with social proof. Social proof is very, very marketable. Okay. Because you can tell a cool story, you can show information, and then when people see results, you know, Amanda Danello right now was one of the most recent graduates of my Write Your Story course. What was so cool is the week that she got out, I mean, she called me. She's like, Dwayne, thank you so much, blah, 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 blah. We talked. Everything was cool, right? Then she says, hey, guess what? She called me again. She says, hey, I'm having a book signing, and I'd like you to be the speaker. Can you come and introduce, you know, me for what I'm doing? And I was like, I would love to. I'll be there. No problem. I will be there. Right. So then I did that. Right. And she had a photographer who was taking pictures. So I said, make sure you capture this information and also get some video footage. The next thing that happened is the local community recognized her as a person who has overcome, you know, heroin addiction. Right. Because she writes a story about how she was, how God saved her through this situation and how she doesn't look like what she's been through, right? And in that case, what happened is the newspaper picked that story up, and it was in the newspaper. So now I have social proof. She has social proof. It's her story, but she finished it as a result of coming to my course. You see? So now I have social proof of the fact that this works, guys. If you follow this process, it works. Asha Fields was another one. I shared some information about her earlier this morning. She has A Woman in the Wall, right? And she has a series. Well, the thing is, when she came to class, it was almost ready, but it wasn't there. But she got information from class, got it going. Next thing you know, she owns her own beta testing company where she beta tests your book when it's coming out. All right. Social proof. I have proof of that. I can share that with people and say, here it is, right? And then I also reached out to people and asked them for video footage of their testimony, all right? So you can get testimonies from your customer, and that will also become social proof. Anything you can get that where someone can say, yes, that person is the person I went to, and here was the success of that. That's going to be social proof, and it speaks volumes, okay, for the work that you do. The last thing, or one more thing, is promote and sell in multiple marketplaces. Now, that's easy to do today because marketplaces are everywhere. Online marketplaces. I'm going to share a few of those in a moment, but I'm going to go back into the room. I hope that this has been helpful for you for right now. I'm going back into the room. Just going to take a minute to just kind of say thank you again for you guys to come to this workshop. This is basically an information overview. We are in the DIV. We're talking about dreams, visions, and ideas, and now we're in the idea stage where we're taking the idea and we're getting it out to the people, right? I say, get it out of your head, get it out of your heart, get it to the hands of people. And now we're gonna now look at how do we get this out there? What's the marketing? We dealt with marketing yesterday, and if you weren't there, you can go back and watch that. And then today we now have it where it's the promotion side. Okay, so on the promotion side, you're learning that you can now, how do you promote? What does it look like when you send it out into the world? So hopefully this is helpful for you. Again, it's hard. The only thing I can't see is how effective this looks out there. I'm hoping that everything is going well. But as far as I see, that everything is a green light on this side. So I'm just going to continue to go on. I don't see anyone in the chat. I don't see any messages. Maybe there's a message. I'm not sure. I'm going to continue to look for the messages or what have you to see if there's anything that I need to be aware of, but I don't see anything from my side. So I'm just going to go back into the next part of our presentation. And I want to say thank you so much for riding with me, because again, this is what we're doing right here, right? We're riding. We got another 35 minutes. So let me go ahead and get into some more meat. This right here is definitely some information for you regarding affiliate. All right, so I'm going to go ahead to my application window. I'm going to pull up some information here, And let's see, I'm going to, let's see this. This is the, hmm, I'm looking for my Chrome. I'm looking for my Chrome. I'm hoping it's there. All right. And let's see if we can get that going. All right. Right now, I'm going to put that down. I'm going to go over here and I want to pick up this. Now, so I told you that one of the other areas that we're going to talk about is this idea of affiliate marketing. Now, again, this workshop right here has been done a number of different times, but I wanted to bring you into this information so I can help you with this info share. All right. So we're going to talk about the terms of it. We're going to talk about what kind of sites. We're going to talk about merchants, choosing the right merchants. We're not going to talk about pop shops. We're all going to talk about affiliate networks, and we're going to talk about broad networks and specialty networks. Very, very important stuff. Now, again, I want to talk about working with affiliate managers, because affiliate managers will help you beef up getting out there and things of that nature and learning more about everything that you're doing. And of course, I'm going to answer some questions, and hopefully we'll be able to get that. But here's the definition of what affiliate is. Now, I'm just making it simple, okay? You're sending traffic to their site where people buy stuff or they get stuff, and you don't have the product. All you're doing is you're making sure that they get in front of the people acquire the product they want, and when they do that, you get paid, basically. All right. So you go to Walmart.com, somebody clicks in there and they buy a TV, they go pick it up at Walmart. When they go home, they made the purchase. Walmart says, "Thank you so much, Mr. So-and-so. Here's your TV." And then they look at you and go, "Hey, thank you so much for sending them. Here's a check." Period. Okay. Upon completion of this desired action, the website owner will receive compensation. All right. And so there's many ways for this to happen. Now, there are some do's and some don'ts. Mainly, they will let you know what their do's and don'ts are when you sign up as an affiliate with their company. When you go to Target, at the bottom of the page, when you scroll down, which I'm going to show you, you'll be able to see how to become an affiliate. Some of it requires you to fill out paperwork. 99% of them do not require not one dime from you. This is a free business. You get the business site, you get a website. It looks just like their regular website, but when people purchase, it looks like it goes to you. Amazon has it as well. They call it Amazon store, and you can actually have that. Okay. Now, I will talk about this affiliate don't down here. Know the person who has come to their site. Okay. They don't know. All right. Know what product the person buys. Process any financial transactions with the customer, assist with the delivery process of the product. Okay. Those things are not stuff that you will do. You don't have to do that. You don't have to manage the customer at all. All right. And again, this is for the people who are saying, well, I don't have a product, Dwayne. I just have a passion for something. Let's say photography. So somebody wants to buy a lens, or maybe they want to buy a drone because they want to do drone photography. They go online to Best Buy. You're a Best Buy affiliate. They go onto your website because you sent it out there. You promoted it. And then when they go and they purchase, as soon as they go through that cart, the money goes to the company. The company cuts you your percentage and you get a check. And then depending on how it's set up, it will come to you either after $100. You'll set a threshold with them and they'll say, okay, when you reach 100 or more, we'll send you a check, or 1,000 or 500 or whatever you set as your threshold. Some of them have automatic thresholds and they set that up for you, and you have to know that. Now, affiliate networks, there are many networks out there. So I'm not going to stick on one particular one, but here's the ones I'm going to say. Pick the ones that don't cost any money to get started. This way you can try them out. And I'm going to talk about one in particular as we get started. And that affiliate, they are very good at educating you about affiliate marketing. As a matter of fact, instead of me trying to explain it, I'm going to escape from here and I'm going to take you to their website and we're going to watch this really quick video. I hope this video plays well. All right, so I'm going to go back over here, get started, and let's see if this plays for you. If it doesn't, I do apologize, but I'll put the link in the All right, real cool stuff. It works when you work it, and I gotta tell you, it's really, really, really cool. Um, Again, these networks are set up, and here's the thing: they give you every tool that you need. Some of them give you the right thing to put in an email address, the right thing to put on your copy, so when you advertise, they do all the work behind the scenes for you. All they're asking you to do is help them get in front of John Smith. All right. Remember, I said promotion is just one thing. Getting the product, service, or what you mentioned there. They said even experiences in front of a customer. Of course, experiences might be like, you know, somebody wants to get a massage, right? So you show the person getting a massage, sitting in a chair, being pampered, all that kind of stuff. You tell them a visual story, and someone gets excited and they go, "Ooh, I want to get that for my significant other or for myself." And then they participate. As soon as they participate, boom, that merchant gets their business and then sends you a check for being an affiliate. All right. Now, you want to make sure that your affiliate information is hidden. That means they're going to give you a cloaked website. That's very important. The cloaked website looks just like their website, but your affiliate number is somewhere in there. Now, that allows them to tell who the site actually belongs to, but they can cloak it in a way that you won't even see your number. All right. So your affiliate information is not visible. Some do have your name. They'll allow you to put a picture, a logo, or down at the bottom you can put your information, your name, contact me, or something like that. But most of them do not. All right. And that's a good thing because you want the people to deal with them and their customer service desk if there's a problem. They don't come to you. They go to the company. Again, a very cool perk. All right. All right. All traffic flows to the affiliate network. It goes to affiliate, to the network, to the merchant, back to the affiliate, and it works out. Okay. Again, every time you have successful action, you get paid as an affiliate. Again, there are hundreds of merchants, thousands of affiliates. Okay. See, if I have one Walmart, I can have 10,000 people working for me, sending out information. So when people see a store like it looks like hardly nobody's in there, well, what you don't know is there might be 10,000 affiliates out there working for that same store. And so they just have the storefront as a place where people local can just go in, but they're selling stuff constantly all day long. A lot of sports places are like that because people tend to buy sporting equipment over the internet. All right. They'll go in and check it out. They'll feel it. They'll touch it. They'll do all that stuff. And then they'll go home and research it and then buy it. And that's how you get paid. Okay. Again, banner ads and links. There's all kind of stuff. When you saw CJ at Commission Junction, that's one of the top places. Another top place that's not on this list is ClickBank. I won't be talking too much about them because they're very specific about things. You have to have a pixel and some other stuff on your website. I don't want to go into all that detail because you're not there yet. You're just getting started. All right. So here's a few other ones. Linkshare, Google Affiliate Network. I did some research just to make sure that the information I have for you there. I will tell you that there's some other ones: Mail Order Shop, Shopping Bargains, Insure Me. So we're going to see some of that as we go forward. All right. Buy at is no longer good, so don't try to go there. All right. Affiliate manager usually works for the merchant. Remember, you don't work for the corporation; you work for the merchant, right? The company. Now, can you be affiliate of some small business? Yes, you can. If they have a website and they don't even know how to get their products out, services out, you might go to them. Let's say it's a local candle shop and you're like, man, you do some really good work. And they're like, yeah, and they say, so you say, where's your website? And they say, I don't have one. You could right there craft out a relationship and say, well, I'd like to be your affiliate and I'll set up your website. Now, you don't have to do the work. I told you yesterday that you can go get someone to do it for you at Fiverr.com, right? Fiverr.com or Upscale, Upscale. They'll do the work for you. But the cool thing is you are now that affiliate for that company, a small little mom and pop shop. But if you set it up on the internet and you start running ads and you start building their network, and now they're getting more customers, they're really happy. And you can get them set up on a $2,000 a month deal. You know, you're like, hey, I'm gonna work for you for $2,000 a month and 10% of the revenue increase or something like that. You position that, all right? Okay, you work with their network or you work with their in-house affiliate program if they have one. And then one of the cool other things is you can recruit more affiliates. And when you recruit other affiliates, again, this is not network marketing, this is affiliate marketing. All right. You're not making money to get people in your business. But what you are doing is finding other people to want to do what you do. And then when they do that, the company still says, hey, thank you so much. And whatever that percentage is, they knew that it's going to cost them millions of dollars to advertise on TV or the radio. And they decided instead of putting that budget out there, they're going to put the budget down for the affiliate. All right. And then so they know also they have this thing called affiliate retention. They want to keep people working for them. So they always consistently look for the best way to structure the deal to help out you as the person who's doing this work. This other thing is outsourced program manager. Okay. They don't have to, you don't have to do that. Somebody else can do it for you. All right. Again, they manage a number of programs. They charge fees for this and they recruit affiliates and handle day-to-day operations all the time. Now, this right here is something I mentioned earlier, CPA, cost per action. That's what people say, hey, I'm going to give you some money. I'm going to give you a percentage of this dollar if they just click. And if they click and they give me their email, I give you more dollar. And then if they click, give you email and buy, I give you some more money. So all of that, those are actions and you're getting paid per action, cost per action. Okay. They register, they acquire, they do whatever. Cost per lead is this, cost per lead. So you just get their name into a form and that goes into a database. Now they have that customer database forever. They have that person's name and number and they can slow drip information, invite them to a live event, all this kind of stuff. That's cost per lead. And then you have pay per click, which is what I talked about earlier. And Google does that with Google AdSense, okay? Now, there are some requirements for your site. One of the things that people are not aware of, but they must pay attention to is SEO, search engine optimization. Now, have you ever looked for something that you're trying to find and you go on the website, you Google it, and it's way, way down on 2 or 3 pages? That person is not spending time on their search engine optimization because what that does is it makes their site raise to the top. So if you got 1.9 million pages of information about socks, black socks with spiders, you want to get your spider socks up top because what's going to take up the top 10? Spider-Man socks, right? And your socks might not be Spider-Man socks, but it's spider socks. So you want to get yours up there. So you're going to have to do some work, what's called search engine optimization. Now, there are sites where they're already set up for you. All you do is you join them and you get to sell all their products. Mail order shop is one. Again, pay-per-click sites. Groupon was a big one. They have since changed their process. Shopping Bargains is no longer available, but it's actually changed into a new company. Lead generation sites, InsureMe is there. They'll just help you buy insurance, Geico, and all these other insurance companies there. And then there's other affiliates, incentive sites. Currently, both of these 2 incentive sites are on hold. One of them is actually going out of business. MemoLink has changed the name. They're going through a name change, and Fat Wallet is going out of business. All right. So other requirements is that you have a manager review. That's the company's position, not yours. You don't have to worry about it. Active URL, that's very important. That's your universal link. That's pretty much where do you reside, right? Where does your page reside on the internet? So that's like the real estate for your house, right? That's where you go. You want an active URL. Site description, you have to have that. They require you to tell people what it is because a couple of years ago, everybody was spamming people and they didn't know if they're going to this site, and you guys know the whitehouse.com situation, right? It used to be a porn site. And they had to go and buy it back from the company. They had to spend millions of dollars to buy that name because people were going to whitehouse.com and going to a porn site. All right. Categories, children, home. You have to make sure that the categories match. You can't be telling me that I'm going to get one thing and then selling me on something else. That's against the rules. All right. So that's something. Unique visitors, that's very important. There's analytics for that at Quantcast to help you understand that how many people came to your site, how long did they stay, what did they do while they were there, and of course you can do business taxes with your business tax ID, or use your own social security number. All right. Let me look at the time, make sure we got about 5 minutes. I got 3 more slides, I think. So site description is basically telling them what you do. This one is just a made up one. Brightest Candles is a one-stop online candle store offering a wide selection of products, including scented candles, blah, 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 blah. This is so that when people go there, it says what it is. You cannot bait and switch. Bait and switch is no longer available, and if you do that, you will be banned off the internet. Google will actually slam your account down, and you won't even be able to access anything on your account. I guarantee you that. All right. Now, other requirements: about us page, a contact page, a privacy policy. Very important. Privacy policies just say, hey, here's what happens and what I do with your information. When you give me your information, this is what I do with it. All right. A lot of people don't read them, but it's there. All right. Footer. Everything on the footer has to be real stuff. You can't have some bait and switch stuff down in the footer. That's the stuff that's all the way down at the bottom of a page. If you scroll down to the page, down at the bottom. Now, your web developer will help you with that. I have a young lady that is a master at that. If you need that service, I'll let you know. She's doing a really cool thing right now for all my authors. She's doing a whole author package with three page website. Phenomenal, right? Really good price. And then, of course, overall design should be slick and look good. And you definitely should have somebody take a look at it. Get you an editor to make sure you don't have any typos. All right. So there's a couple of places that you could find people. Niche merchant offers products, right? You can have Amazon, eBay, Walmart, any of the big companies. Okay. I said I would show you that. So I want to get through this last piece. All right. So you're going to search by keyword. You're going to use pay-per-click results. You're going to look at affiliate programs. You put the name of the company, like, I don't know, pick something you like, Betty Crocker affiliate program, and see if they have one. A lot of times they won't advertise, but if you scroll to the footer, you'll see that they have a link to the affiliate account, and then study your competitor site and see what they're doing. And then, of course, search the affiliate network. And the last thing is Pass Pop Shop is affiliate network merchants. Guaranteed payments, right? These people have been vetted. That means they're not giving you crap. All right. They're not accepting people to just bomb people and spam people and all that crap that people do. All right. They have a program that you can learn from them. They actually have online webinars and services and things like that, and standard banner where you can actually learn. All right. And some of them have an in-house program, and they do take direct payments directly to the merchant. And the last thing about that is they have a creative selection that allows you to learn about that. So hopefully that has been helpful for you. I have one last thing. I had 1 minute here left. Let me go back to my site. Let's see here. I'll stop sharing. And where am I? Here we are. All right. So we have a few seconds left, not even a whole minute, right? We got 2 minutes. So let me show you this one last thing. All right. So when you go to Walmart or anyone like that, I'm going to go right here and share my screen that I'm looking at. All right. So I go here and I say, all right, I want to go to Walmart, right? Go to walmart.com. I'm going to go to their website here. And then I want to know, do they have an affiliate program? So all I need to do, I forgot you guys are watching me do both. I'm going to scroll down to the bottom of the page. All right, looks like I'm waiting for all these pictures a lot of them have media heavy stuff. But when I get down here, I'm going to look at all of this stuff, and I'm going to look to see if they have an affiliate program. All right. And when I look at, you see all the type of things that they, that they look for. If I don't see it here, right, it says sell on walmart.com. That sounds close. Advertise with us. That sounds close. But this one right here, there might be something right there. Okay. Other services. All right. Well, I want affiliate. So I might sit here and I put affiliate. Right. And what I'm searching for is Walmart's affiliate link. And there it is. Walmart's affiliate link. Become a Walmart affiliate, right? And we don't have a lot of time to go into that, but I just wanted to share that with you so you can see that this is really amazing. It's available to you, and hopefully this has been helpful to you. I gave you a lot of information Again, that's what I do. I give you a lot of content, then I go back and I break it down into pieces. If you want to take the full course, all you have to do is go to DwayneRoss.com and send me your email. There's a little link there. You can do email link. There's also going to be a replay for this. Put it in the comment section that you're interested, and I'll follow up with you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time on the next page, the next post, the next, what is this called again? Stream, live, or the next live on Facebook. Thank you again, and have a great day. And remember, history is being read, but it's also being written. Who's writing your story? It's time for you to write your own story and make that happen. Have a good day, y'all. Good night.